Hi, this is Joyce Farrell. Let's discuss how to accumulate values in an array. Suppose you want to create a dependence report that looks like this. It has headings, dependence, and count, and then down the left-hand column it lists 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 dependents, and in the right-hand column a count of how many employees have each number of dependents. For example, assume 43 of your employees have 0 dependents. Here's the logic for the program. It starts, and you declare the variables and constants you'll need. You need dep. That's where the user will enter the number of dependents the given employee has. You'll also create a 6-element array called count, and each element will be set to 0. Quit is a constant equal to 999. That's what the user will enter when there are no more employee values to be entered. You'll output enter dependents or 999 to quit to prompt the user for the first number of dependents. Assume the first employee has 3 dependents, so you'll input a 3. This value is not equal to 999, so you add 1 to the count that corresponds to the number of dependents. In other words, since dep is 3, you take count 3 and add 1 to it. Then you prompt the user to enter the next number of dependents, or quit if it's time to quit, and let's just assume the next employee also has 3 dependents. This value is not 999, so you add another 1 to count 3. Count 3 is now 2. Prompt the user again and assume the next employee record has 0 dependents. This isn't the quit value, so now you take count 0 and add 1 to it because the number of dependents for this employee is 0. Prompt the user again and assume the next input value is 5. This is not the quit value, so you add 1 to count 5. Prompt the user again, and let's just say the next employee record also has 0 dependents. This is not the quit value, so you add another 1 to count 0. Count 0 is now 2. At this point, count 1, count 2, and count 4 haven't had anything added to them yet. But count 0 is 2, count 3 is 2, and count 5 is 1. Prompt the user again, and this time when you input the user's dependents, let's just say the value is 999. The user is ready to quit. The value is quit, so you proceed to the Finish Up module. When the Finish Up module starts, you can output dependents and count at the top of the paper. Then set dep to 0. You're going to use dep as a subscript to walk through the array and display each value. Dep is less than 6, so you output dep, which is 0, and count dep, which is 2. So 0 dependents, there were 2 employees who had that number. Then you add 1 to dep, so dep is now 1. It's still less than 6, so you output 1 and count 1, which is 0. Dep becomes 2. It's less than 6, so you output the next row, which is 2 dependents, count 0. Add 1 to dep. It's now 3. It's less than 6, so you output 3 and the value of count 3, which was 2 employees. Add another 1 to dep. It's now 4. It's less than 6, so you output a 4 and count 4, the value of which is 0. Dep becomes 5. It's still less than 6, so you output a 5 and count 5, which is valued at 1. Dep becomes 6. Now it's not less than 6, and you're ready to end this module and end the program. You've successfully used an array to accumulate the number of dependents for 0 through 5 dependents. Thanks for watching.